What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Real Talk with your boy Spells. Thank you for tuning in once again. I pray that everybody's having a blessed day thus far. But before I get started with the podcast, I just wanted to just briefly we just ask everybody to send a prayer up to heaven for the young lady and her family whom the boyfriend or the baby's daddy got mad at her because she refused to give him some of her stimulus check money, and that low life dude, he's not even a human being. He's just a rat, the lowest form of life, man. He shot that girl and her family members, including a little kid. He killed them all because she refused to give him her stimulus check. Oh my God, this is just crazy. We need to pray for these people. And that's the problem. One of the problems is we got way too many baby daddies. Not capping on nobody, not trying to front on nobody, not trying to make anybody feel bad, but we got too many baby daddies and we don't have enough fathers. We got too many baby daddies and not enough fathers, because this is crazy. What real father would ever do something to their baby's mama? Come on, and smoke their whole family, basically? Come on, man. Nah. Yeah, this world is crazy. I keep saying it in my podcast, that we have to do better as being human beings, because we are sucking right now at being human beings. We are sucking. We suck. Human beings, we ain't nothing, man, because the way we treat one another is so crazy, so crazy. If we loved each other the way we love ourselves, we wouldn't treat each other that bad. I mean, we wouldn't do to each other what we do. But you know what? It goes to this. If you in order to love somebody else, you got to first love yourself. Some of us don't know how to love ourselves. We got to start loving ourselves, then we can love everybody else. Love yourself, and then you can love somebody else. What I wanted to talk to everybody about this podcast is I think it was about 2 weeks ago, I proposed a question about, do you think that the wearing a mask are you pro it, or are you against it, or are you pro-vaccine, or are you anti-vaccine? And I refused on that podcast. I refused to answer directly. And I got a lot of DMs. I got a lot of emails saying, man, no, man, it's supposed to be real talk. You're supposed to be candid. You're supposed to be honest. Come on, like, just tell the unadulterated truth, the unapologetic truth. Be unapologetic, man. Don't apologize for nothing, man. Don't apologize for nothing. So I'm not going to answer direct, but I will say this. I get a little bit more juicier than I did last podcast. I kind of like danced around it a little bit, danced around it. I'm going to take these off if y'all don't mind. I kind of like danced around it, the questions, about 2 weeks ago. But just please allow me to say this. If you are a Black American, I don't blame you for not trusting the government, and I don't blame you for doubting and questioning everything they say. That's it. If you are a Black American, I do not blame you. And some of y'all are listening, you're not Black, and you're like, man, what does race have to do with this, man? Don't start that race-based baiting crap, man. No, it's not race baiting, but the reality is that look at what the government has done thus far, to Black Americans and to the Latinos, to other cultures out there. I'm in Hawaii right now, and the government really gave Hawaii the business. Really gave the monarch the business. Locked the queen up. Put the Queen Liliuokalani, put her in house arrest, man. Put her on house arrest. Didn't let her leave her palace, and basically the government just came in and just seized their island and won't give it back. Haven't gotten it back, and don't think that they will ever give it back. But and we ask, and some of y'all out there are saying, how can they just disregard the vaccine. And they're not disregarding the vaccine, but they just don't trust the government. And they just don't trust the government. And I'm saying I understand why some people question the motives of this government. If the government, I remember Dr. Fauci in the beginning, piggybacking off of my brother Cross. I'll be watching you on here, Doc. Last Enemy is Death / The Great Escape. Go check him out. But he was saying, Dr. Fauci, in the beginning, you said that, nah, wearing a mask is not necessary. But then all of a sudden you say, you know what, wearing a mask is necessary. Now what you're saying is, why don't you wear 2 or 3 different masks? Come on, man. No. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. And now y'all tripping because some people's doubting what he says. Would you doubt what he says? If somebody, not saying the man is a liar, but I mean, come on, people are trusting his medical advice and his scientific advice and scientific opinion, medical opinion. And when you start off saying, you know what, you don't need a mask. And then you go to, well, you might need a mask, and now you might need 1 or 2 or possibly 3 of them. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. This is the reason why people have lost faith in religion and in politics. This is why people have lost faith, because of religion and politics. This happened. This happens. I didn't say this is what happens in the kingdom, because that's for another podcast. It ain't Sunday yet, so I normally get spiritual on Sunday, but on other times we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. But yeah, I'm not tripping. If you don't trust the government, I don't blame you. Let's talk about the Native Americans real quick. Let's talk about the indigenous and toxinous people. The natives, the real natives. Okay, let's talk about this. I mean, the natives were driven out of their territories and given smallpox and in the blankets that they passed out to the natives. It's just crazy, man. And then some of y'all out there actually have the nerve to say y'all don't understand or know why people don't trust the government. Do you really have to question that? Really? I'm not saying, either way. I'm just saying I can understand. They told us that, the slaves that had gotten set free, they said, hey, we're going to give everybody 40 acres and a mule. We still haven't reaped the benefits of having 40 acres and a mule. So come on, y'all. There's always going to be a side. There's always going to be 2 sides, 2 opposing sides. One side is going to always oppose the next. One side is going to always oppose the other. So I get it. We're never going to be in agreement. But there's one thing I will say is that we really need to do better by each other. I can't quit saying that enough. We really need to do better by each other. Don't pass judgment on somebody's political views. Don't pass judgment on nobody if you can't understand their political or religious beliefs. Okay. So yeah, I understand how someone can say they don't trust the government. I get it. But thank you for tuning in with your boy Spells. See you next time. Peace.